It's week 2 of the National Football League, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Giants and the Commanders, all that and more, coming up next.
Commanders Field holds a little more than 80,000, and they have come out in droves here in Landover, Maryland. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to...
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here, and it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
And I can't imagine that week 1 was anything except a whirlwind for this young man. A few bright spots in the opener, but as expected, a few rookie mistakes as well. Let's find out if he learned from them, and we'll show some progress and improvement starting here in week 2.
And incomplete to open things up. You talk about this Giant defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To throw is Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
To the air goes Daniels. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 69 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. They go right back to Singletary. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. You talk about this Washington defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Throwing Jones. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Allen Robinson. His 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra. Fighting through it, he's got space. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd and a couple. Here's Daniels. This one caught by Crowder. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Daniels looking to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this one is that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Zach Ertz, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Looking to throw. Jones.
A short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10.
Singletary again. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Now, that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Washington ready to try again on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 78 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. These two teams all tied after 1.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1 yard.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Daniels.
And this one's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Operating from the gun, Daniels over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Running on first down, Eckler.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 70. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
And New York set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Jones.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And Singletary has found a new home with the Giants after successful stints in Buffalo and Houston. He's coming off of 3 consecutive seasons where he produced over 1,000 yards from scrimmage, and New York is hoping that trend continues.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 29, Jones. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
2nd down and a yard.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Singletary, they'll run for it.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they...
Touchdown! Allen Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Gano now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Second and 11. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit half.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Jones from the gun on third down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
A short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Off play action. Jones under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Dorrance Armstrong
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Looking to throw. Jones going right side. He finds Slayton. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To throw is Daniels.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Throwing Jones. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now Jones.
Again, it's Johnson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Off the play fake. Jones.
A short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds Robinson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Off the bootleg. Jones.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw again.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Once again, he finds Slayton. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw, Jones.
This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Washington offense set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Eckler now between the tackles. And the ball is knocked out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here's Tressway now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Commanders Field.
It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Singletary to get the drive started. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Now 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Jones over the middle, complete. And it's a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Complete to Zacchaeus. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Daniels.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Eckler will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The York on now for the extra point.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
The Commanders' offense and running back Austin Eckler set to take over once more. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Daniels.
Man open, here is Crowder. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the RPO, he completes it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
He'll get this to about the 38.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Daniels looking to throw.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the option, here's Eckler.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Clock running, and with 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
2nd down and 6 now.
Once more, here's Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
To the air goes Daniels. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin from 4 yards out.
And the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate. Save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point by York is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So now Jones and the Giants down by 7. A little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
And this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Connecting with Johnson. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Now Jones.
And his throw is incomplete.
Here's 2nd down. Jones.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Here's Jones. He's got Johnson.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
To throw is Jones.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
They run here with Singletary.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
Here now, second and goal. Jones.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. A quick throw there is incomplete. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. They'll look to run with Singletary.
And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. It's Eckler again.
And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Washington, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back